What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the FM22 Journeyman series. In the first episode, I do appreciate all the support you guys showed, and we got our job. But it is in England. I know some people don't always like it when you're managing England because it's so, overdone. But like we mentioned in the first episode, it was take employment at all costs, really. That's the logic I've had. If you got a job offer, money coming in, you got to take that. And especially with what we're undertaking here to get experience as early as we can in our tenure for the Journeyman. Yeah, it's very, very good. It's not going to be, this is not an English Road to Glory, that is for sure, or a Journeyman series. But the fact of an early cracker getting a reputation just up a little bit, and I've had that experience before as well. If you can get a promotion or you can at least do well, either getting your experience or reputation up, it's not a bad start. Opposed to, waiting for the perfect job. You're probably not going to get that perfect job early, let alone in the first few weeks of the save. So, pretty happy with that. Onto the friendlies, though. We did pretty well. These wins here, they were expected against teams below us, like not even in playable leagues. And then against Dulwich Hamlet, they were basically on the other side. They're in the south. And I almost prefer a struggling draw there, like a tight contest. That's what I mean, like a struggle, like a battle, opposed to like a 4-0 or 5-0 win. I prefer a game like that where it was tight. We didn't win another game, but I think we needed one of those because we already had wins. So the morale was, pretty solid. We played against a similar level side, and it was a struggle. That's what I think we needed, a match like that to prepare for the season. And the first match of the season against Chester away from home, their media prediction is 4th, so we're expecting them to be a pretty tough opponent. This could be one of the hardest matches for the season because they're away from home as well. But you'll notice we're on the same available wage budget. Did we sign players? Yes, but we didn't use any money. So a few loans were dealt with there. We needed to do that. And we're not going to get too attached to this because, we got to realize it is a Journeyman and we're not, because I've done like lower league management type saves in the past. We don't think about it the same way, but we love, it's something the board wants. So I love focusing on the attendances and when our home games come around, see if it's increasing and then really see how that impacts the money. And that's directly what we're talking about here because of the, like with the wage, how we haven't bought anyone else that's going to be costing wage. We'll talk about it with the wage, but you'll see the income, like we're going to be having a loss each month unless we maybe go on a cup run as well, regardless. So I don't want to be spending much extra. But let's go into the few signings we did bring in. First was my only free transfer, and that was Ben Charlton. We needed a backup goalkeeper if we just go into the first team. There was only one goalkeeper. There wasn't anyone under 18s. There's no under 18s. We've selected him for games, and we'll talk a little bit about his role. But we literally just needed another keeper. And he wasn't a bad one to pick up because, he's on no wage. He's on a non-contract. And the fact we're just using literally as a backup goalkeeper, only intend to use him really if we get our main goalkeeper injured. He's not going to be getting paid because he's not going to get the appearance fee. Unused sub. He's not going to be on the bench, so he's not going to be that unused sub. So, he's not going to be really taking much money from the club. So, that's not bad. That's exactly what I wanted to get for my backup keeper. And you guys know about Benny Couto. We got him on loan. We showed that in the last episode. He's not on a wage from our parent team. Of course, in Oldham Athletic, we checked them again, but they didn't list anyone else. So that was a little bit disappointing. So instead, we went out looking for some others. I felt we did need another centre-back, and George Forrest, he's 21 years old, seems very good physically. Mentals aren't the best, but then overall he's pretty balanced in his attributes together. Good stamina, and he's our equal second best in terms of the comparison there. So Scott Wilson definitely best one there. So he's going to be a good one for us this season. But George Forrest was a good addition, and then also Daniel Dobbin from Wexford. So this is pretty. I noticed that a lot from Ireland were available. So that was a good thing. I definitely take a look there, especially with we can get to our restrictions and stuff. We'll talk about it a little bit. Like with our staff, we start with no recruitment team. I wanted to be careful. Now I'm just wondering, if we can survive the season without getting like additional stuff, we couldn't even get an assistant manager because we got 4 out of 2 coaches. So like all the things I'll let the assistant do, I've like put to like a coach, like in terms of, say, if I do press conferences, playing out the friendlies and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to be spending any additional money if we can have a decent enough season. I don't think there's any expectations on getting anywhere near promotion. So just to give you an idea on that. But Daniel Dobbin, back to we're talking about the Irish. We needed another right back. We only had one other right back. We got Matt Challoner there, and that's pretty much it. We have a guy that could play right wing back. That was Craig Mann, but he's like more a winger, and he's only got 2 tackling, 1 marking, so you really don't want to be putting him there for defensive ability. So it will be between Daniel Dobbin and Matt Challoner for the starts. Then our final signing was a midfielder in Keaton Ward. I was quite happy with him. Got him on loan from Mansfield. You see Mansfield League 2 side. Just looks incredibly creative with his 14 passing and 14 technique. Even long shots of 13 as well. I think he can stand out. I think he can really stand out in the league. Like, I think we're going to get a lot of chances created out of him. Like, that's not just one attribute. Sometimes you might get that with players at this level. But you partner the passing and technique. Unfortunately, the vision isn't the greatest, but that might have been asking for too much. But both 14 passing and technique respectively, that's going to make him stand out. That's what I'm hoping for, and I hope we do see that as well. But now this is what we're here for. We're here to see how we go in the first match of the season. Of course, there's still a lot of games after this to be played, so we're going to go into the team selection. We want to see how we shape up. I was happy with how we went. I feel we had one friendly to judge of how we're going. The last one, we came to draw, because, the other ones were easy. They were easy teams. You can't judge you can judge your formation a bit. You can see how the boys play, but it's good when you come up against a similar opponent. One thing I'm actually happy with here, we had Dunn. He wasn't accomplished as a left midfielder. If we go over to the development, that's what, you see, I've been training that with him. He's moved up. He was that competent. He was competent, and now he's accomplished. So he's pretty versatile, so I feel he's got that in him. We could probably train him centre mid and right mid if we really wanted to, and maybe even striker. But he's seen, because of that fact, I think he is very versatile. He could learn another position, become accomplished in it at least, if he's already played there before. So, if he's got something. A centre back, right back, and maybe not. But, I like those kind of players. I was surprised it happened that soon, especially for a semi-professional club, not full-time. So that was pretty impressive for me. And then a couple guys, like up top, I like our strikers, Jack McKay, we pointed out, and Knowles. I think there's a lot of goals in them. I think we can get balls through. Just to show you our initial tactic, like what we're playing with. It's in the lower leagues, you got to keep it simple. You really got to keep it simple. And I'm even considering, I'm making a change here. I want to go through the middle and shoot on sight as well. Especially just really bad defending and keepers. And hey, like we got Ward as well. Long shots is 13. Maybe he could try a few as well. But I like how we've got key players in each area. Like you see, Kutu, who we brought in, and then you got Thomas and Ward off the ratings, and Knowles, McKay. I don't think we can get promoted. I know, like, you want to be confident, but I think we can definitely stay far away from getting relegated and just being a part of that battle. So let's get into it with a pretty solid bench. And when we talk about Charlton, he won't even be making the bench. You only got 5. That's almost not enough outfield players, but we've got a nice little mix there. Let's get into our first game of the season. And first game of the Journeyman. Just see the lineups there as well. I'm someone who's not as familiar with the lower leagues, at least say if we compare to top European leagues, Premier League, and that's why we just want to say Premier League, but top European leagues, like in the Champions League and that. These are players that will not, see a name, I know who that is, I know what their positives are going to be. So you take that a bit differently. Well, I see it a bit differently. And I guess I focus on my team a bit more, but you still have to be aware of the opposition and what they can pose as a threat. So sometimes you spend more time, funnily enough, than you would against teams you already know about, and you don't have to research them or take a look at their players and whatnot. So we haven't really done that yet. We are just going to... Okay, not bad. This is where the the attributes come into play. Like our motivating more correctly, is minimum. It's 1, not higher than that. So I'm pretty happy with that first team talk. If I get about half my players motivated, nah, that's not bad. And guys, is anyone else favorite part of starting a new save? Adjusting your highlights the way you have them. We prevent them here. They're trying to build up a day. This is actually not bad early. They could easily lead to a goal, but no, it doesn't. Good defense early. We're only 3 minutes in, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But that is an early sight. And now it's Thomas. It's just, we're bringing some good possession here. But then we go long to McKay. Oh, I thought that went in. I was ready to celebrate. We were ready to celebrate. We were just about it. But that was really... Okay, we'll encourage. Tend to do that early if we haven't scored yet. But that was a really good sign, both defensively then the chance we created. Horsfield's already got a yellow card. We seem to be very well positioned defensively. Cortu. Out wide to Dunn now. And I'd love to see your guys' feedback on everything as well, down to the tactics and just, yeah, everything you think with this journeyman. And but for our current team, where we're at and how things are going. So, Flowers. We are very patient. Very patient. Patience is a virtue. And Jake McKay, that was beautiful and not surprising. We say that was coming. That was some excellent football we were playing right there. Excellent football, and it seems to be partnered very, very well. Because, we've got a pretty direct play going through the middle, but then got be more disciplined there as well. I think we just got a nice little tactical mix going on for the first time. For our first game right here. There's a lot more to play out, but I think we've got a nice mix of playing it slow, playing it back at the right times, and then finding that ball when we need it. And here's Challoner. We're getting some neat space. Yeah, I reckon we definitely praise the boys early. You can see that 55% possession, the shots. You can take a look at some other stats there. There's a lot of information. But force them back. Here's Gray. To Grand. The thing is, we're only got a 1-0 lead. Okay. What? Could have easily been punished at the same time. Challoner, ease off tackles. Pretty much every time you'll see, especially if I have a defensive player that's got a yellow card, will do that. I won't show you the change every single time. But yeah, I always do that. But that was almost like a warning sign as well. Dunn's got an early little knock here. Got to be careful of him, especially if he doesn't... Yeah, that's always a sign if they... are looking bad. Oh, goalkeeper, what the hell are you doing, you dumb... Okay, don't want to rage too early. What are you doing, Renshaw? What was that? The lower leagues have started with a bang. And I mean, that was just not enough pace. But why is he that far out? And trying to save it? You can't even do that. What's happening? Oh... He's on defend. Gosh. We might have to bring on... okay, I'm going to bring on Alex Curran because he's one of our better players as well. Wow. Wow. That's how we're going to lose our lead. I'd say that was a goalkeeping error. Can we get it back? McKay. He's looking like a real threat for us here. He's running out wide. Does that well, because that's going to open a bit of space. Oh, can I take that back for a second? Please, can I take that back? What a switch. Last 5 minutes of the half, and we could end up going behind. We could end up going behind here after being... Yeah, we look like we were in control. We look like we were in control of this game. So here's Marsh Hughes. Terrible pass, though. Yeah, we looked like, we were in control of the game. We might still be, to be fair. Knowles. He knows how to finish. Dominic Knowles. Great. We needed that. And to be fair, Chester's probably disappointed. They felt they got back into the game. But yeah, McKay and Knowles up top, that's going to be a threat for us this season. And I'm someone, I don't want to set restrictions. I think, why can't we get promoted? You're like, mate, you're half into it. But I'm pretty confident with this performance. But, I like to think of the maximum we can do. Like, that was really, really good. Because we hadn't seen how we played yet. This was our first game of the season. If we have this kind of setup, I'm convinced. I'm convinced we can beat... I really can. I think we can win a lot of games and pick up a lot of points throughout the season. Challoner... See, my thought process of not having our other right back on the bench is he's one of our most fit players. Like, his natural fitness is 14, stamina is 12. So as long as he doesn't get injured or sent off, we don't really have to make a change there. So we kind of chance our luck a bit, just a little bit. I think in the midfield, Keaton, he's one of our better players. I'm thinking Whittam. Dale Whittam. He's a bit versatile. We've got a few names there. Jack Deitch as well. We got actually quite... It's a big change to make. If we were to make one. So we might not yet. Yeah, we're actually going to go out of this. And what we will do... Let's drop the tempo. You can't play at a high tempo for the whole game, so we try and slow it down a little bit. And we'll go back to a shorter game style. Work ball into the box. Because, you can't. Especially with a team like this. Not just the quality, but not a full-time team. There's a semi-professional. We can't play that. We can't play that for a whole game. We might even just change how we start. We might start this way and then, up the tempo. But, hey, I feel we started really well. And I don't want to have, having made the error of, what would seem like an error if we concede. But it all depends. It all depends. Marshes, clear this. Forest. No, that was good. Okay. Nah, this is more than... Nah, that's more than just... that was just a really good hit from range. Didn't I say? Unfortunately, it didn't go our way, but shots outside the box. Yeah, that was more defensively. So I think... I want to take off that. Luke Daly's literally the only other player we could put there. So we're going to change up a role. Maybe go with Mazzala. I like Mazzala role. And we don't have any changes we could make, really. Adam Thomas, he's one I really like in the team. We'll keep our legs fresh for now. Maybe we'll mess with that. Maybe it wasn't the best decision, but you gotta experiment. You gotta experiment what's gonna work, and we'll be more expressive now. I feel like now we're chasing a position we were in. Oh, Knowles. Yeah, that was too early in the highlight. We knew we weren't gonna score from that, but might not be over. It's been a pretty interesting game so far, to be fair. You could say a game of two halves. Because that's surely offside. Yeah, I didn't even react in a way of thinking that would have been a goal. But how we seemed in pure control early. We were dictating the tempo. That's easy enough to say. Early in the game, we were really dictating the tempo. Yeah, this is what we want to get back here. Then we play the ball at the right time, but that wasn't. Or at least it wasn't the quality. We were just having a better read of the game, when to play those balls, and now it really feels like they've got it. Okay, Thomas, I can keep saying how I think he's a pretty good player, but let's bring on Craig Munn, who's, equally a pretty solid rating there. And then we might go back to that higher tempo and shoot on sight. Get the boys a bit wider as well, and anything else defensively... We'll try and go over the defense. Demand more. I feel like we're going to lose. You could almost just feel that coming, and we might take a draw. If we manage to get a draw, That wouldn't be the worst. And actually, from the changes we're making, it's almost like, yeah, we want to attack. So we might as well reflect that. And try and run at the defense. Let's try and cause a bit of trouble if we can. But if not, we take a draw. We would take a draw, but I'm a bit disappointed. Ooh, yeah, I was just going to say a bit disappointed from 2 shots on target out of 12 in total. But, come on, let's see that good play again. You guys might say, as soon as you said, oh, promotion is possible this season, the game turned around. But here, it's just not connecting with those passes. And yeah, good position there. Okay, Forrest. Now just find that ball. Oh, this is some good play in the midfield here. Yes. See how we look to stretch a bit. And now McKay! That's a brilliant chance. That's a goal. That should be a goal. That's an excellent chance. Wow. Wowee. It's all about a team that's going to finish. Renshaw, good save on that occasion. Either team could be winning this game. Oh, man. You got to love it. At this level of football, like anything is possible. Let's say focus late. Let's go just direct. Direct late football. Is there anything else we're missing? Mixed crosses. Maybe we'll get some lower crosses in at this time. Maybe we'll try a higher line of engagement. But then sit a little... Yeah, we'll just... I might mess with that as well. Yeah, just put the defensive line on standard. Drop that a little bit as well in case they counter us. We did catch it offside though, but to be fair, come the end of the game, they dominated us. We didn't end up winning that game, even though we were in a winning position. But sometimes I just love Football Manager. It was for the fact you saw, basically, to keep it simple, it was a game of 2 halves, even though, there was action late in the first half. But, yeah, you saw how it was like a pretty good match from the neutral point of view. Obviously not for me, but we take a draw away from home against Chester. You present that to me before the game, we take it. Away games, if we can take a draw, we got to win at home though. You get a little bit frustrated that you were in a winning position though. So yeah, let me know, like you probably saw. Yeah, obviously you saw the changes I made, but what do you think would be best for us? At the end of the day, our defense did hold up. And like I touched on as well, it's our first league game of the season, so we get an idea of things, what I think is working, what I think is not working. But still, only 1 game in is probably not enough. We need probably a month, if not 2, to see how we're going. But overall, that wasn't a bad performance. So I'm going to say, yes, as a team that is expected to get relegated and by the board wants us to avoid a relegation, of course, picking up points away from home, especially against a team that's predicted by the media to finish in a playoff spot, 4th, maybe even challenge for the title, get an automatic promotion. Not just take the result, but how we started against them as well. We look fairly in control. But unfortunately, Jack Dunn's going to be out from 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, it's disappointing. He's going to be out for a few weeks, but we've got quite a few midfielders to rotate and a few wingers. So yeah, he'll be okay. Jack McKay, didn't he have other chances? He could have scored more. So yeah, you were superb. Just give him the handshake. That's where we're going to round things up for now. We haven't lost the game yet, whether it be in the preseason and into the league season now. So we're going to play a bit more off camera, guys. If you want to give your suggestions in terms of changes, what do? We got a little bit of wage budget there to be utilized, but I don't want to. I don't want us flying into the red, and I think that's going to be, I want to go on a pretty decent FA Cup run and maybe get some good luck, draw a team, away from home to get that money. But yeah, we're just going to see how everything goes and give you an outlook in case, look, I'm just trying to remind myself as well. We just want to avoid relegation. And even if you look at the highlights here, they're happy with the finances. They like, not spending money on players. So I want to keep it like that. Because money is so important. It's something I want to work on. It's A+ transfer market. So yeah, the board's happy with that. And if I could lift them up, I want to get out of that. There's every chance we could end up just being in the red come the end of the season. But we take it step by step. If you guys could leave a like on the video, greatly appreciate it. Again, we'll hit the outro for the guys that are supporting over on Patreon. I'm trying to, just give you personal information here. Any new viewers, I'm working on just trying to move out of home and do YouTube full time. So all the support does really help. We've got a kind of a facelift, updated, that outro screen as well for those of you guys that have seen it previously. But yeah, thought it was due for an update. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Much more is coming. Get a comment in with your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.